Hey, everybody. I am super excited to interview an amazing person today. My name is Roxanne Govari, Pemberley Realty in San Diego. And today I have Rochelle Harris here with us. She is a declutter specialist, and she's here to tell us about her business and teach us how to live a decluttered life. Welcome, Rochelle.
Hi, everyone. Let's see. I have been decluttering for 4 years now, and I can do work on all sorts of areas from garages to intimate parts of your home, like a closet or clearing out after a loved one passes. I can handle the downsizing before a move. Just a whole lot of different things. It's more about me connecting with my client as a person and giving support. So if it has to do with your home, I would love to get my hands on it and help out.
So tell us a little bit about the history, Rochelle. How did you get into this business?
Well, I overheard a couple servers talking. I used to be a waitress at PF Chang's. I've always been in the service industry, and I overheard a couple male servers excitedly talking about the way they were now folding their clothes. And I inquired, found out it was a Marie Kondo style of organizing the bedroom and clothes. And I went right to Marie Kondo that night. It was in 2019 and or 2018, and I watched all the episodes. I considered it my training video for my new career. I went ahead, downsized my entire life, room by room, category by category, actually, as she does it. And it just left such an opening and spaciousness in my mind, in my lifestyle. And I just said, gee, what am I going to put in this? And it was a business, my own business, decluttering. So
That's
that's,
so
yeah.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us more what it goes into decluttering when you're working with a typical client. What is it that you do for them?
Well, first I start with a call, just to really feel like we are starting to know each other's personalities. We get a lot of chit chat out of the way. I let my client express all their angst and stress, let out stress and frustration, kind of touch base to see what their end result is, what we're really going to focus on. And then after about a half an hour to an hour, I mean, we can usually talk about it for hours, but we just wrap up the call with an appointment. And I don't need to see pictures or pre-purchase anything like organizing solutions. It's really just about seeing where my client is in the moment, and just it really flows naturally. Once I get to the house, I get a little tour, and it becomes apparent where the real stress or real quicksand feeling is, where someone's just really unhappy with the status quo. And so I say, okay, let's start here, and we really just talk it out. It's almost like therapy, but I can't be a therapist. But we just talk about things, and it's my clients are typically ready to let go. They just don't know the how of it, and I provide that by just being a support and talking them through it and giving them permission or holding space for them to just let go finally.
So when you say let go,
Mm.
does that mean like put things into trash or donate stuff? Does it mean to do a garage sale and get rid of stuff?
Yeah.
To put stuff on offer up and
Yeah.
see it be gone that way? What does
Yeah.
let go mean?
The part that I do, I help people. Let's see. I During COVID, when we were on lockdown, I developed a way of rehoming my clients' donations when I couldn't go to Goodwill, AmVets, etc. And I created a little alley giveaway station where I became famous in my neighborhood for just having little offerings that people could come by and get, because that was the time when people were most in need. And it was really exciting for people to get out of the house, take a walk in the fresh air, and just see what little trinkets or things were available. I have donated to Goodwill and AmVets, for example, Salvation Army. But there's some awkward stuff that folks hang on to because they know it's not donatable, like an extra shoelace, some used notepads. Those aren't the kind of things that you can bring to Goodwill and they can sell. But in the alley, they scoop them up like it's treasure. So it's really a great way to rehome things. And if there's selling involved, I let my clients do that. I get them ready for it. I can help organize for a sale or help them photograph things for offer up. But just for cost effective purposes, for me, selling wouldn't really make sense if they're, trying to net a little bit of cash. But I can help them get there.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and share your website, so
Yeah.
we can explore what you have on there and see if you can give us some background story on what you have in there. I think that'll be
Oh, yes.
that'll be fun for everybody to go through. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about what's going on in some of these pictures.
Well, there's some pictures you'll see packing. Let's see, which I've done a lot of packing and unpacking. Because I unpack, I also keep the boxes and can repack with them. So it's a real cost effective way if someone just wants to reutilize, or they have that spirit of not wasting. They're like, great, I'll take all your donation, boxes and let's pack everything in that. And so I'll pack things. This is home goods right here, some of my go-to organizing items. This gal here, she had passed away while I was working for, the daughter had hired me to clear out her home. It was a hospice situation, and she was in Tampa, and she said, can you just go through the home, comb through it, and set aside anything that would be of value that I can then send a family member to pick up? And I did that for her. This was a moving prep, clearing out the garage and getting all the boxes ready. It was quite a lot. There's a variety of clients, from a lot of junk that goes into the dumpster or recycling, and because a lot of boxes that are extra, and then some people just want me to put make their pantry fancy. I do put together furniture for folks. This is me putting together one of those cubbies. I think they're great at the front entry when you need to put your shoes and purses and bags somewhere. So I can put a whole, and then the next picture you'll see it complete. So that's a little bit, that was a real quick overview of those pictures.
That's actually pretty impressive. So you're building furniture to put away stuff as well. So that's quite impressive. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, and one of my favorite jobs, I had a couple that were in a 5-bedroom home, and they decided to dismantle their entire 5-bedroom home and drive 2 vehicles across the border and start their life over in Canada. So we really went through every cupboard, every drawer, every piece, everything had to be fine-tuned down to the best of the best and their favorite items. And they did a couple garage sales, and there was some offer up and Facebook Marketplace happening where they were letting go of furniture and stuff while we were working together. People were coming and grabbing things, and it was pretty exciting, but it was a 2-month process. So it's nice to have a couple months when you've got a client or you are someone thinking of moving and it just feels super overwhelming. We can trim it down pretty fast. I think 2 months is fast for a whole lifetime of things.
2 months is actually really fast.
Yeah.
Exactly. So do you mostly come across folks that want to declutter and basically um, downsize when people are moving, or is that something that you also help when you know people are just accumulated a lot and they just need to trim things down and uh,
Yeah, exactly. Both of those. No time is a wrong time to freshen up and declutter. It's almost like a spring cleaning. Or a lot of my clients said, I think I'm going to have you quarterly, just because it just kind of gets clogged up. The Amazon boxes pile up, and the contents of them and whatnot. But it seems like a lot of times I'll be called in because a move happened like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and they still haven't unpacked everything. So, I mean, as long as there was a move somewhere in the life of this person, there's a chance there's something lingering, and or if there's a potential move in the future, even if it's a year or two out, that's another, or a life change. Sometimes a loved one will pass away and you end up accumulating someone else's household, and you have all the clothing and all the furniture and whatnot of a family member or a friend, and that's another time when you're like, I can't have my household and theirs at the same time, and we just go together to see what really sparks joy.
That is fascinating. So
Mm-hmm.
so normally, what's your way of drumming up business?
I am on Thumbtack, and I learned Thumbtack is a great place to find people to mount your TV or organize your home, packing, unpacking. It is a resource people can use, and I'm happy to mention it because I'm competitive with those folks on there too. There's Thumbtack. Yeah, it's like a virtual bulletin board, the old school, putting your business card up on a bulletin board with a thumbtack. So if you type in to Google home organizer or declutter professional San Diego or near me, Thumbtack does position themselves up high. So I thought, well, why don't I jump in there and become up high? So I do get traffic that way, and door hangers, referrals, a little bit here and there. I've just picked up friends of friends, because if you have a house and you have stuff, there's a chance that you could use me even for one day, just to freshen up, I call it, or clear out stuff that just makes you feel lighter and more energetic.
So if I'm on Thumbtack, how do I find you?
I'm, let's see, it's an interesting way it works. You can't just, gee, you can just scroll through home organizer. There's a moving section, packing, unpacking. I think you can indicate what you're looking for, someone to mount your TV or to clean. And so I should be searchable through home organizing. But a lot of folks will also just let the algorithm work. I don't know. It's the back end of how Thumbtack generates leads for folks. If you just want to like roll the roulette wheel and see who comes up, but you can check people out. You can check them out and see what projects. I've got a garage project is my listed package that is highlighted, and other pictures of what I do.
So interesting that you said package. So is there a
Hmm.
package that you offer, and how does that package work?
I just work hourly, but I give like an estimate of how much time a garage could cost you, or how many hours. A garage is, I typically more than one session, two to, the first is a real big declutter, and then sometimes the second we're putting systems in place or really getting shelves super organized. It just depends on what the contents are. If it's like a lot of memories, I've done a garage in 6 sessions where I got the stories of childhood memories, and when the parents had the children and all their Christmas stuff was in there, and Halloween costumes and stuff like that. But it's, each person has such a different dynamic as far as like what they're decluttering or what their pace is. Some people aren't comfortable going fast, or some people want to do it in 3 hours. I can accommodate either one of those, so I just do hourly. So when I said the word package, it was just kind of an example of what people can ask me to do.
Oh, got it. Got it. Excellent. Well, this is really, really interesting because I think clutter can clog your life, clogs the energy and the productivity, and once you get rid of it, it's like you releasing energy, and you get to be happier and a lot more productive. So I think
Yeah.
an excellent service that you're providing.
Thank
Um,
you.
Anything else that you want to tell our audience before we depart?
Gosh, just look at your own place and think, what would I love to get rid of? What would I love to just make go away? And reach out to me if you're ready to take action.
There you go. Okay, well, audience, there you have it, our declutter
Thank
specialist,
you.
Rochelle Harris. And if you are trying to get a hold of Rochelle, there is her phone number. And if you are trying to go to her website to check out more information about her, there is her website. Thank you so much, Rochelle, for joining us. And folks, if you are thinking of buying or selling real estate, you can reach out to me. There is my phone number there, or you can email me at that phone number. And of course, if you are thinking of my website, there is pemberleyrealty.com, or you can also find me at Roxanne Govari. And there is another place that you can find me. My Instagram handle is Roxanne Govari. And if you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up or subscribe to our channel so that you get notified for more videos as they come along. And thank you again for joining us.
Thank you.